10-4 following a 42-17 win over Denver. Jared, as always, thanks for being with us. And just on a personal level, how good did that feel Saturday night?
Yeah, it felt great to get a win. Just to play well on all facets of the game and get a W. That's our 10th one of the year, and we've had a great season up to this point. But yeah, still some more work to do. You
know, I asked you out on a personal level, and you went straight to we and team and all of that, which is kind of typical for you. Was there any personal satisfaction, anything? Hey, Jared Goff played well. Did you have that talk with yourself driving home after the game?
No. I've been playing well all year, so just gotta keep doing it and keep trying to win games.
There you go. After the game, you made the comment that Ben Johnson was aggressive, and you loved it. Can you give us an example of that aggressiveness, of whether it was a play call or a series where you're like, this is an aggressive offensive coordinator?
Yeah, well, I think early on how we were throwing the ball down the field early on, we don't always do that, and it was something that he was very adamant about doing, and he wanted to be aggressive. And I know we took the ball early, trying to win the game, and or trying to score early and give ourselves a better chance to win the game. And I thought it was awesome, man. It was really fun for me, obviously playing quarterback, to throw it that much and to get in that rhythm that we were in.
Such an obvious question, but I guess I just want to give you the opportunity to discuss the guys up front. That O-line, when healthy, how much of a difference does it make to have that group all back?
Yeah, it's a huge difference maker. It really is. It's a huge luxury for me when those guys are healthy and playing the way they were, and being able to sit back there with all the time I had. I mean, it's a huge credit to them. Not only in the pass game, but the run game was pretty incredible too. Some of the holes they were opening up, and when those guys are playing like that, man, we're tough to beat. We really are. They kind of are the engine that get us going.
Is it going to get to the point where defenses are going to change how they're trying to slow down Sam Laporta?
Yeah, you got to think so. At some point, that teams want to play double coverage on Saint or certain types of coverages to get two guys towards St. Brown. It's tough, when you got two guys out there that can do it like that, and those aren't the only two. Obviously, we got more with Jameson and Josh and St. Brown and Khalif and Donovan. I mean, we can keep going. We got a bunch of guys that can make plays, and then obviously the running backs out of the backfield. It makes it hard, man. It really does. And when he's playing the way he has recently, it's really fun to be around.
It's funny because I feel like the conversations went from can Laporta start to can Laporta have a big impact to is Laporta the best rookie tight end to is Laporta actually maybe one of the best, if not the best tight end in the league with the season he's having. I mean, this is pretty remarkable for a rookie.
Yeah, he really is impressive and really is, a lot of fun to play with. He's such a hard worker and does everything right, continues to show up every day, and is a great professional. I think early on in the season I might have mentioned something like he doesn't feel like a rookie. He really doesn't. He really doesn't. He doesn't really make rookie mistakes anymore, and his progression has been fast, and he deserves all the awards or whatever credit and accolades he's gaining right now.
You mentioned something there, and you said it post game about not only Porta but Gibbs, their work and professionalism as rookies. What are some examples of that? Is it extra work with you? Is it they've been in the film room a ton? Is it they're there at the building with you early in the morning? Like where do you see that?
It's mostly just like their attitudes every day, just how they approach each day. And typically it's not something that they learn or they're not putting on a face for. It's just who they are. It's a credit to the guys upstairs for finding guys like that just, are workers and want to work. And again, like the thing about making the rookie mistakes and then not making it again is rare. It's rare for both of them. And they're both kind of consistently doing that, which is a lot of fun to see their progression. And they're great players who have an extremely bright future.
Speaking of Gibbs, he and Montgomery in the backfield, how much do their styles complement each other and what you guys are trying to do offensively?
It's a lot of fun, man. They do complement each other really well. They both are obviously rooting for each other when they're not out there, but they both can run and catch. They both can run between the tackles. I think David runs a little bit more downhill more often than Ja does, but they both can do it, man. They both can kind of do a little bit of everything, and teams have to prepare for both of them.
So you said something in the post game that I think was pretty significant, and it's because we've talked to you for 3 years now, and we've heard you drop this term on receivers, and that was trust. I remember you saying you trust Amon-Ra, and you gave us examples of why. And then earlier this season, you said you trust Sam Laporta. And now you said you trust Jamison Williams. When did you see him ascend to that point where he's going to be a big part of this offense moving forward?
Yeah, it's it's like we've been talking about, for quite some time with him. It's just reps. And the rookie year, he was, out with the ACL, and then earlier on this year, he was suspended, and it was like, okay, we haven't really just had the reps yet. It was just a matter of time. And at some point in the middle of the season where the reps kind of accumulated to the point where, we all felt good with it, and he's become trustworthy. It's just as time goes on, you start doing the right thing over and over and over again. And I know where he's going to be, and it's no different with him or any other receiver or any running back or tight end. It's all the same. It's just reps, and I'm at that point with him where I can throw it with a lot of trust and anticipation on where he's going to be, and he's making the play.
He had a wow moment, that catch he made on the sideline, and he made a move and got up the sideline. Do you, as the quarterback, ever say wow?
Yeah, it was pretty impressive, and it was even more impressive, watching it on film and slowing it down and seeing how little space he had to work there and being able to tighten up that sideline. It's really impressive. That's why he's such a great player.
So we're getting late into the year. This team has big goals, divisions in the sights this weekend. You said after the game, our superpower is how we respond. You've played on a number of NFL teams. This is something that you can tangibly feel is different with this group, huh?
Yeah, I think so. I think, at some point you don't want to have to keep responding, though. You'd like to, keep on winning. But I think that is our superpower. Something that we're great at is bouncing back and knowing when things aren't up to standard and going to work, putting your head down, making them up to standard, and then going out and performing. And we did that this past week. That's
interesting because it leads into my next question. You said you don't want to have to respond. After this game, used a great line. You said it felt like it was in a flow state, and you told Ben you can call anything. Can that be bottled? Like, how do you bottle that feeling and try and parade it out every Sunday?
Yeah, if you could bottle it, you'd never lose. You'd win every game, and it'd be a miracle. But you try to every week. You try to find ways to find that, and there's a million variables that go into it, but every week you're working towards getting that feeling, and sometimes you do, and sometimes you're fighting for it. But this past week, we all had it. We all felt great on offense, and defense was playing well, and it was a great game for everybody.
Something we're getting used to in Detroit is having a very competent coaching staff. What, in your opinion, makes Dan Campbell good at his job?
Oh, man. A ton. And his number one thing that I think he knows football a lot more than people may let on or people may know. He's as smart as anyone I've been around. But then I think his feel for people and his emotional intelligence for the room and what to say and when to push, when to prod, and understanding everyone in the room and what everything means and being able to speak in front of a room, all that stuff is elite, and it's a lot of fun for me to be around and for me to learn from, honestly.
Teddy Bridgewater announced he's retiring. Could you talk a little bit about the relationship you have with him and what Teddy has meant to this team in his backup role?
Yeah, Teddy's been awesome for me, man. He really has. I've been playing, 8 years now, and I've never really been in a room with somebody that has, equal amount of experience or has played, longer than me. And so having him in the room has been, so beneficial for me, just bouncing questions off him. How do you see this? How would you do this? How did you do this? And I know he's got, coaching aspirations in his future, and he coaches me, man. It's fun. It really is. And having him on the sidelines on game day, and some of the stuff that we talk about throughout the game, some of the stuff he sees that he's able to give to me, positive, negative, indifferent, all that stuff. It really is a lot of fun for me, and he's a special dude, and I will miss him if this is it.
It's funny, late in that game, there was a TV shot of you two on the sidelines, and he was talking to you, and you guys burst out laughing. Do you remember what that conversation was about, and could you share it?
When you throw five, it's a lot of laughing. So I don't know if it was any. I can't quite remember, but we were having fun on the sidelines. He was joking around with me, and we were having a lot of fun.
While we're at it, how's Hendon Hooker doing coming back from injury?
Yeah, Hendon's doing great. He's working his way back in here and has had a great attitude the whole time. And another guy who's fun to be around. He does a great job in the room, and he's done a great job in his limited time back.
Final couple things here with Jared Goff. Ifeatu Melifonwu had a spectacular game. Did you see this coming in practice in the weeks leading up to this?
You never know. I don't know. I think he's finally getting his chance, and sometimes it takes time. Sometimes it just happens like that. But he's always been giving me trouble on scout team over the years while he's been over there. So yeah, I've seen him make plays like he made the other day all the time in practice, and finally got a good chance this week and made the most of it. And it's exciting when young guys do that, and I hope it can continue to improve and continue to go upwards.
All right, final thing. Your last touchdown pass to Sam Laporta, did Dan Skipper try to convince you that he was open on the same play?
No, I was very conscious about trying to get it to him though, but he was not open, and he knows he was not open, and he was sad that he couldn't get open. But no, I was very aware of how fun that would be to get him one.
Hey, season's not over. Season's not over.
That's right.
All right. Hey, Jared, appreciate your time. Thanks for being with us. Look forward to talking next week. Good luck against Minnesota.
All right. Thanks, guys.
There he is, Jared Goff, Lions quarterback here on 97.1 The Ticket.